Big Tony, Tit, Two Chains, Dos Cadenas. Let's go. So help me God. Stream it right now. Checking in live from the office. Two Chains. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Cruz Show, brother. How you feel, man?
I feel very blessed, man. It's a beautiful
Good.
Friday. A good time to be alive. I have a new album out, so help me God.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
woke up, woke up to a lot of DMs, a lot of text messages, and although I've been doing this a long time, I'm still super appreciative for
Hmm.
the feedback I'm getting on the project.
You're getting a lot of great feedback from the fans, most importantly. A lot of fans were waiting on it. I see the comments. A lot of people seem to be very, very, very happy with this project and the features and the production on it as well. For those that dig in like that, you feel me? Is this the last one on Def Jam? I know you mentioned it in the album.
Um, my lawyer told me to so I won't sound rude by saying no comment. I can just say I'm in the middle of a litigation.
Ah,
There we go.
got it.
Sound
Got
right.
it. Sounds
Sound
right.
right.
There you go. Well, we wish you luck in that
Sounds
Yeah.
smart as fuck. That sounds super smart as fuck.
Hmm.
Hey, Chainz, so much life has been lived, man, since the last joint and now, right? Like, yo, you brought all that life experience into So Help Me God, which, by the way, you can stream right now, all streaming platforms. You talk about you talk about paying for the funeral. You talk about, wait for you to die, your friends and family, that situation. And I know that was a very conscious decision to go that personal, right?
Yeah. A lot of my music with this album, I actually tried to not teach as much or not have as much substance. If I must say so myself, I thought Rapper Go to the League was heavy in substance.
Yeah.
This one right here, I wanted this one to be more of a fun album. I've described this
Hmm.
album many times. I've described this album many times as it being the light at the end of the tunnel, as it being light during the dark time that we're all experiencing, obviously. And I wanted this project to be the source for refreshing, a breath of fresh air. But in that, I have to have that balance of those nuances that make up Two Chains, that make up Tony or Titty Boy, and those nuances are the silly side, the humorous stuff, and then I have that seriousness. I have that serious storytelling side, dealing with pain and some of my childhood. So I kind of try to balance that out on this project, but it's more fun than seriousness on it.
Yeah, no, listen, man. On Feel Away as well. You can feel the album has just a different vibe. The I can't go for that. Like, yo, like all of that
Mm.
just makes so much sense, Chain. You're right. Like,
Yeah,
yo, it's that light, my G. On Feel Away with Ye, you guys are going back and forth. I love that energy. Great to hear Ye on his shit. You know what I'm saying? You said me
yeah,
and my mom were so dope together. That's big facts right there. That's a true story.
yeah. I don't think nobody can make that wrap up, right?
Right,
I
right.
mean,
That's got to be authentic. That's got to be real.
yeah,
Some lines, no, for real. You know what I'm saying, right?
yeah,
Some lines, you just know they're authentic. Some line, like if I said I had a submarine, like some of that stuff is like not true, but like lines like that, I didn't just say that to rhyme or whatever. He said like it had like
Right.
basically it was easy to do because it was facts. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, man.
You're so
True
open
life
about your
story.
past, Chains. Is there anything that you haven't shared with the world that one day you might be ready to share with?
Music is therapeutic for me, but I do have a lot of stuff that I still haven't spoken about yet. So I don't know. I mean, this is my sixth album, so it's obviously not that easy to talk about some of the stuff that I did or been through.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm sure there are a lot went down, James. You've seen a lot. You've heard a lot. You've been through a lot as well, man. You know what I'm saying?
We're on the other side of the pillow now. We're on the cool side, so I'm appreciative of what's going on right now.
Isn't that great?
Uh, yeah, man. What record you rocking with up there? What we doing? What we got?
So
What's your feelings?
I like Feel Away. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I'm still a Ye fan. I was a little over it with his political run. I'll be honest with you, Chain, man to man, Chain's like, yo, I was just kind of I was checked out on that, on the political run. Because not that I didn't take him seriously, I'm I'm saying he did take it seriously from what we saw. But we, I totally disagree with him as far as political views, and I'm sure you do as well. But you can you can separate the, like the politics and the art of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
I know a
don't.
lot of people might have given you some shit for working with Ye.
People can't give me shit. I'm my own individual, and that's my brother, and that's the end of that. I don't care what political space what a person think of. Imagine me judging somebody by who they vote for.
Right,
Imagine,
right,
imagine
yeah.
me, imagine me only like having friends that vote for one person. Like, man, get the fuck out my face, straight up,
Right. Yeah,
straight
listen,
up.
that's everyone's business, man. You know what I'm saying? I was a first time voter this year as well, man, and
Mhm.
voted for the first time. And people asking me who you vote for, just know I'm not voting for Trump. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
other than that, that's my business. And if
yeah.
someone,
No,
if someone doesn't agree with my opinion, I think I'm grown enough to be like, well, that's all right. That's my opinion, and you have yours, and we can agree to
So help me
disagree and live
God.
our lives. So help me God, man.
Yeah.
so help me God, for real.
Yo, James, how
Um,
often do you have conversations with God, and how often do you reflect? I'm sure you do it all the time.
Every day for me. I pray every day, so that's how that works. Yes, sir.
Yo, Chainz, one of my favorite tracks on the new album is Quarantine Thick featuring Big Lotto Mulatto. How did that connection come about?
So I had a song called Quarantine. I think I had the song first, and I wanted the girl to be on there. And girls are. I'm not even gonna say that they are about to be in the mix. The girls are fully engaged. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? They're getting their rights due. And so Mulatto's from the South Side, Clayco,
mm,
where I'm from, and she's young, up and coming, and she be snapping, and she got
Mhm.
her own like personality and that level of individuality that I like, especially coming from my side of town. So I called, she pulled up, and she spit that verse right in my studio in my face without somebody helping, without somebody writing it. So my level of respect is also there for her. So it's one of the records that I talk about describes the year, but it doesn't talk about the political realms or the inequalities. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that we don't need to hear that, but for this album, when I talk about it being fun, we got to talk about when people couldn't go to the gym and we picked up the quarantine 15 or 10 or 5 or whatever you
Shit,
did for
30
to
for
eat
me.
extra snacks. Yeah. 30.
mm.
The cheeks look a little full. When people tell you that,
That's not
when people
30.
tell you that, it's never like some cool shit. They be like, your cheeks are looking kind of full or whatever.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, man, yeah, that's the angle.
That's right.
Oh,
So
that's
help me
awesome.
God. So help me God. Stream that thing, man. That thing's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Chainz, you're, just a crazy body of work. I see the album cover on the sweatshirt, my G. I see it.
Yeah, so these are called doodle hoodies. They're called doodle hoodies because I doodled on my art because that's what I used to do. And even though I'm not that far at art, I just doodle all the time. So these hoodies come with a Sharpie, and you can actually draw on the picture like I did the cover. And
Whoa.
That's dope.
I have a few of them. And then like my kids, she's into anime, so she put a Naruto headband on mine, on the
That's
one
cool.
she has, and just some cool stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm sure the kids now get, when they were in school, now we in quarantine and social distancing and all that, but I'm sure the kids did get that proper package though when it came to picture day.
Yeah, they get to get their package, but like this, so I found this picture during, you know, the while we were quarantining and stuff. Like, and I noticed I had on at least 3 chains, but I'm like I
Mm.
had on 2 chains, and then I'm like it was a proof. It was the only picture it had the little stains in it, and
Oh.
it's funny how proof is written on it. It was the only picture I had on 2 chains. I had like a box haircut. I was 13, so I just started talking to the picture like,
Mhm.
man, did you ever know you was gonna be right? Like it was a moment, and so I ended up using it. You know what I mean? It ended up helping tell my story, and then aesthetically, it just looks different from all the other artwork that I see on Apple Music. Although people use kid pictures, this is like preteen, teen. The way it looks is just like the light. It's just the light. I like to
Mm.
describe it as light.
It's
Yeah,
real.
the
It's
picture
real.
says so much. You're right with the
Mhm.
stains on it, and it says, proof picture on it. Like all of that
Mm.
says so much. All of that means struggle. All of that means maybe embarrassment, maybe bullying, maybe, there's so much to be said when it comes to school pictures.
For real, for real. That's
Yeah,
a good
man.
way to describe
I remember my parents, they used to always get like the cheapest package. I think it was like $8, $8, $9 less, I think, for like
Yeah.
4 or 5 wallets. And then they went into that miscellaneous drawer and no one ever saw them. And that was that, man.
Yeah, that was it.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Yo, Chainz, how did quarantine affect the rollout of the album, or did it affect it at all? Did you do things that?
No, we did a video. Shot a video for it. If you guys hadn't seen it, make sure you take the time after this to go look at it. And then we also we did a brunch last week where we invited a few partners to come out, and we practiced social distance eating or whatever. But
Distance eating.
it's it's kind of hard to maximize the stuff, but it
Yeah.
forces you to be creative and use your resources, and I'm all for that.
That's right. Hey, Chainz, man, with so many young rappers, man, unfortunately meeting their demise very early at a young age, man. How did you survive the trap, Chainz?
It's not a playbook on that stuff. It's not a
Mhm.
playbook on, on how to
Well, how'd you
survive the
do it?
trenches.
Yeah,
Oh man,
I know it's deep.
yeah, it is deep. We would need some more time, but it was a few things. It's just a lot, man. And it's a
Yeah.
ginger subject with a lot of the stuff that's going on. So I'm just gonna pass on it.
Yeah.
Yo, so we meet Obama, the family's there. You're super happy. You're happy that your family gets to meet Obama. Very inspirational moment, for your fans and for your family as well, and for yourself. I know that you said you were a little jelly about everyone else meeting Obama and not you. Who were you jelly of that met Obama before you?
Imagine me telling I'm jealous of somebody. Like I would
Come
never do
on.
that, bro.
No,
It's
playful.
out of
I know, you
character.
know
It's
what I'm
out of
saying.
character.
I would never do that, bro. I wasn't jealous of anyone. I was jealous of the situations that people
Yeah.
got to meet him before, and I didn't. I didn't get jealous of a particular person or individual for them having the opportunity. I was just like, dang, I always wanted to meet the president.
Yeah.
First black, well-spoken, articulate, super relatable, plays ball, listens to my music. That
Mhm.
was the angle. That was the angle of me wanting to meet him, not because
Yes,
a
sir.
fellow rapper or another artist met him before.
Yeah. No, I feel you. But to quote you, jelly, you know what I'm saying?
I definitely said it. I definitely said that.
Hey,
I definitely that was definitely my caption for real.
man, salute. What's up, Leche?
No, speaking of jelly, do you like jelly filled donuts? Random question.
You just, man, that's that quarantine 30 you talking about, man.
Yeah, see?
Yo,
It's
people
for
be
real.
asking me what happened. I'm like, well, what the fuck you think happened? You think I went vegan and started eating like a cow and now I look like a cow? No, it's like bad, eating and no exercise.
Shit happens.
Shit happens, but yeah, I mean, that was my question. Jelly filled donuts.
Jelly filled donuts.
Is that a yes or no, Chainz?
I don't eat donuts.
You
What?
see how slim he is,
See, that's
man?
good. Yeah.
What else don't you eat? Please give me more of a reason not to be friends.
Not to be friends.
Yo,
Just don't eat the
Chainz.
bullshit.
So this, we're talking about trying to make things lighter. It's been a heavy year. I mean, it's been a hell of a heavy year.
Fuck
I
yeah.
mean,
Man, this is
all
the
of
third
us.
year of 2020, man. You
I
me?
feel like I aged 7 years in this 8-9 months. But
Yeah,
what
man.
are some fun things that you were able to do with your family that you never really had a chance to get into?
I think I'm one of the few artists that tried to keep the balance. We couldn't do a lot because we were on lockdown, but I've
Right.
always been someone that tried to spend time with my kids and my wife and do something different, whether it's something super duper small. I got this huge, I got this, I don't know if you know, but I got this off-road tank, and me and my
Uh,
wife do stuff like we found some water on my land. I got 100 acres, and we go out there and sit out there with a beach peel and smoke a joint and vibe and I just do different things to try to appease a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm one of those people that I actually care about how people feel that I love. So try to make that work for them.
Mm-hmm. 15 big ones, man. Pause. 15 on So Help Me God. Stream that right now. 2 Chainz latest offering to the game. You feel me? Yo, talk to us about this, because celebrities get to they get to experience so much more. You know what I mean? It starts to become normal for y'all as well. But this private Zoom meeting with other celebrities with Dr. Fauci, how'd that go down, man? And what'd you learn?
I learned a lot. I'm on a Zoom call with a bunch of different influencers. It's been like that since quarantine. It used to be private, so I don't even know how this information got out. But I had a conversation with Dr. Fauci a long time ago before it spread. It wasn't just me. It was a bunch of people. I was able to ask a question, but no one still knows, enough information, even though he's leading scientists and physicians around this stuff. I just learned the history of a lot of diseases, from H1N1 to AIDS to a lot of stuff that he was actually there for. So it was informative for me.
The big vote. You feel me? Biden, Harris, we saw you pushing the vote. Stacey Abrams, shout out to Stacey Abrams, did major, an estimated over 800,000 people to register to vote. That's major as well, and I'm sure that sits well in your heart, James.
Yeah. Yeah, that's important. We gotta use our voices and our platforms.
That's
Shout out
right.
to Stacey Abrams. Shout out to Stacey Abrams. She's a very amazing woman. We have a lot of amazing women doing their thing surrounding, this election. So shout out to all those powerful um, Black women out there.
My man, listen, Chainz, we appreciate the love, the energy. Thank you very much, man. So help me God, stream that everywhere. Cruz Cares, my toy drive, my annual toy drive, Chainz. I'm gonna need you, dog. Seriously, man. A little help would be great. Thank you, bro.
No problem, man.
I got you donuts. Don't worry.
All right.
You got the jelly
All
for
right.
you.
There
Peace
it is,
out, fool.
Chainz.
Take care.
Be
Stay
safe,
blessed.
dog.
So
Yeah,
help
wear a
me God.
mask.
All right.